Yo, what's good? It's your boy Don Colonial. I'll be back with another review for Bob Marley One Love, the movie that came out this week. Um, so let's get into it. I guess we'll do a brief synopsis of the film. This is Bob Marley doc. Um, I want to call it not a full documentary, a period piece. Definitely a period piece. Takes place. Bob Marley was overcome an adversary in the journey behind his revolutionary music. And I guess this time was in a point where there was a political, after independence was in 1977, where they got the independence from Britain. And they had a political battle of parties. I guess he was coming into office in Jamaica, and there I think he was influential and integral part of trying to make peace and I guess bring because it was not just political wars, it was street gang wars as well, going dabbling into the politics like any other country has before. Gangs dabble into the politics and use their muscle to get things and kill, threaten, and all that kind of situation. So he was in there where he's like the middleman, and he's in between these two gangs and political parties, and not trying to appease anyone, but just show them, man, just make like that. This music, this world, and it's all peace and love under the guidance of Rastafarian culture, which he represented, which he got put into. Um, he also what he got that from his wife. So let's just break this down. Um, the movie, like I said, hits a point in time period. So when I was coming into it, I thought it was gonna be like about. I knew it was gonna be a full document like the Marley one, but I didn't think it was gonna be this one. I don't know. The trailer fooled me. I think it was just be surrounded by the concert, the peace concert that they were gonna do, but it actually wasn't. Um, it played into it like back and forth. Um, but I want to say the climax, an integral part of this film is him deciding what to do in that being middleman and coming out with a great fucking album, Exodus. I think it's all centered around that, the creation of that, and some songs that came out of that. Because it wasn't only just taking in place in Jamaica. It looked like he went to Britain or the UK, um, and recorded a majority or some of it that we did see throughout the film. At some points, I do want to touch base on this, and then I give my grade on it. But I want to thank. I know it's gonna be harsh critics on this. You're trying to sell a movie, so I get it. The politics and the authenticity of it, man. I did respect some of the authenticity that you did see in there. The location, like in the early stages of the film, you get the great scenes, the vibrant colors, the nature, the roads, the taxis. Being that I have a background in that, and it's like dope to see the authenticity of the people that they grabbed. Not just like the extras and all that. Not even like the actors themselves. It was just the extras, the surrounding scenes, the markets, the taxi, the bus, you know, cop, all that, man. That shit was just so good and a sight to see, man. And I was glad that one of his sons, I guess Ziggy, was overseeing. I don't know if he got some credited on there. I don't know how much, but he was overseeing some of it. I don't know what the gripe is about the other brothers and all that other stuff. I'm not into that. I don't care. That's they family got to deal with, unfortunately. Hopefully that's all good with the Marley family, but it was glad to see some of that, and there was not gonna be like all fucked up storytelling, lies, and you had to come out. At least it was some representation from his family on that, so I was happy about that. Um, it jumped, like I said, it is a period piece, so it didn't. I wish maybe Marley. I had to go back and watch Marley. I don't remember that one, that doc. Maybe Marley touched bases more on his full length career this since his period. I don't know why I thought it was gonna get the beginning. You did get dabbles of it, but that's in connection to his wife, him and his wife's relationship. Um, Rita Marley. Um, so it was hard on that. I know I'm about to jump around, but let me delve back onto the connection of the authenticity stuff. Let's be honest, they gotta sell this film. If you're not a music head, music buff head, or Bob Marley fan, or reggae fan, Rastafarian, like it's gonna be hard to sell that unless, or a music enthusiast, just history buff. Like you just gotta be into that because it's almost a niche. So they had to sell it, and unfortunately, the main two roles, Bob Marley and then his wife Rita Marley, are played by English actors who have been dominating running this fucking Hollywood on the low. But they had to play it. They had to play these roles into selling it, man. It's just not gonna be to Jamaica, unfortunately. No, it's not gonna just represent that, and it's not gonna just represent UK or the United States. They gotta sell everywhere, so they gotta sell it. They gotta get these American actors, these UK actors, and the pieces that are good, significant for it to tell the story and sell it to the big screen and other people. So that was, I just got to give the kudos to the dude who played Bob Marley. He played well, even as UK actor. He played well, man. I don't know how authentic it is to it, but from the screen, watching himself, he played well. He was great. What's his name? Kingsley Benadir. He was good, man. He was a good actor. His wife too, Lashana. I remember Lynch, who played Rita. She was in James Bond. That's where I remember her from. She was the one that's supposed to be like the Black James Bond next one, if they ever do that. But other than that, the music. Oh man, the music was so good too. I fuck with Bob Marley music, so that was good. The transitioning, like it set the tone to what, like the emotional, the tone setting of what was going on in the film. And let's continue. Like the transitions was great. The scenes, the music, the tonality of it, that was good. That was up there, like fucking good. It was good as hell. One of the best things of this film. It was good to learn about some of, I guess, the creation and focus of Exodus, which was actually the main thing. They could have just called it Exodus, honestly, and that would have been that. You learned a lot if you're history or just love history or music about the creation of Exodus, of how the album cover came about, how some of the tracks came about, even the creation of that shit was kind of sick to see. They dove a little bit into that and how that was going about and his business. You already know how the shady the music business is, and when it comes with people and money and all that type of shit, coming from the struggle, especially from a country, island Caribbeans of Jamaica. So that was dope to see. Good history lesson there. Also to know about the small concert and the leadings of all that shit, that, man, the politics that was going on in there. Almost taking them out. Significance of the concert. That was cool, man. Overall, this was a solid film, man. I'm not mad at it. It did its purpose. It did what it's supposed to do. It did well in the box office. Good job, congrats to that. So they can't knock it, man. They put a light on Jamaica, put a light on the Bob Marley legacy that's already been stapled. So it was good, man. It was a good feel-good music, good feel-good film. It was something I recommend. If y'all go check it out, definitely.